In 2022, there's no such thing, I think, now as instant celebrities as compared to the 1980s and 1990s. Now, the greatest example of this was, of all things, a romance novel cover model who became at one point considered the most handsomest man in the world and the best spokesperson in the world for a myriad of companies, including everything from I Can't Believe It's Not Butter to the American Cancer Society. Now, people of a certain age, gay men over 60, and now single women, divorced women over 70, remember this guy fondly. If you're under the age of 20, this might be the first time you're hearing this person, but for over 20, this podcast is for you. Today we're talking about that Italian stallion that made all the women, what he called, not say cry, but blush, Fabio Lanzani, better known as Fabio. Now, known, primarily as just Fabio, which a lot of people think is the Italian version of fabulous in all measures. Tall drink of water, 6'3", perfectly toned body, beautiful face, perfect nose, perfect cheekbones. Now, I saw him in his prime, and he's comparable. You would see a heavyweight weightlifter or even a WWE wrestler or AEW wrestler. Very in shape, took care of himself, deep eyes, great smile, and the women and the gay men were crazy about this guy. Now, he had a wide-ranging career, again, a spokesperson for a myriad of companies, but most probably as a romance novel cover model throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Now, Harlequin and other romances kind of changed in the 1980s. The covers were getting more and more flamboyant. I tell you why. Normal-looking women were on the cover being buffeted or held up by people that look heavily muscular, very nice looking, brunettes, blondes, whatever. But Fabio had the look, whatever the look was of men, that kind of surfer blonde meets Italian playboy style, he had it. Now, born March 15th, 1959, in Milan, Italy, of course, Lombardy region, is best known, again, being a model, actor, spokesperson, and super spokesperson. Now, his parents were Flora Carnicelli Lanzoni and Sauro Lanzoni, who were a mechanical engineer and owner of a conveyor belt company. Lanzoni has an older brother, Walter, and a younger sister, Christina. Raised Catholic, get this, he served as an altar boy. So he got his start pleasing the masses early. His modeling career began when he was discovered by a photographer while working out. No, I don't have any idea where it happened, but I'm thinking similar to what see in California, people working out. He started as a model and film star in Italy, but subsequently moved to New York City to become a fashion and catalog model for the Ford agency, earning work for print ads for Gap and TV spots for Nintendo. Now, Lanzoni, big affection within the States and became officially a U.S. citizen in 2016. For the period of mid-1980s, well into the 2000s, he would show up. He'd be everywhere. It could be print ads. It could be, strange commercials that needed kind of a himbo like him. But a very intelligent guy. I saw him on numerous talk shows and game shows. Very smart guy, very learned. It just happens he's probably one of the most beautiful men the world has ever created. But it wasn't beautiful in the perfect sense. He had figure flaws as well, but it just seemed the overall package. And of course, the blonde highlights have been used by men and women ever since. He popularized blonde highlights. Now, the count of his hundreds of romance novels are quite high. I think it's well over 500. I could be wrong. If anybody can tell me how many covers he was on, it's quite a bit. Now, he has appeared all over television and other media. He starred in the syndicated TV series Acapulco Heat in the role of Claudio, not Fabio. He was also featured in calendars, led a fragrance campaign for Mediterranean by Versace, and landed a role in commercials for I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, which he's been promoting for a number of years. He appeared in the popular soap The Boldly Beautiful a number of times as a close friend of the character Sally Spectra. Now, Lanzani and late Darlene Connolly, who played Sally, were close friends in real life. He appeared in one episode of Step by Step called Absolutely Fabio, and Lanzoni has also appeared on 2 to 2, Nickelodeon television series Ned Declassified, and Big Time Rush. In 2010, he played the character of Captain Hawk in an episode of The Sweet Life on Deck called Senior Ditch Day. He has also done cameos in the films Dude, Where's My Car, Spy Hard, and of course Zoolander. Now in 1993, Lanzoni released an album entitled Fabio After Dark, which includes soliloquies on his philosophy of love, which, like anybody else, he said, please your woman. Make sure that you listen to what she is saying. Make sure you do everything to make every day special. You know, those old standbys. Now, Lanzoni also appears as the hero Kuras on the cover of the 1989 video game Iron's World, Wizard and Warriors 2 for Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, he also hosted the American reality television series Mr. Romance in 2005. The series featured a dozen male contestants competing for the title of Mr. Romance and the opportunity to appear as a romance novel cover model. Now, in collaboration with Gina Riley, Lanzoni has also written a series of historical romance novels, Pirate, Rogue, Comanche, Viking, and Champion. He wrote 3 more books in collaboration with Wendy Corsi Staub titled Dangerous, Wild, and Mysterious. Now, Robert Gottlieb eventually became Lanzoni's literary agent in 1992, sold a ton of copies. Now, again, he has appeared prominently in advertising for I Can't Believe It's Not Butter and has been their main spokesperson for the company since 1994. He was also spokesman for the Geek Squad in 2007, Oral-B's Sensitive Advantage toothbrush in 2006, whose ad was featured in Times Square, and one of the most popular ads to ever appear on the Super Bowl for Nationwide Insurance. In 2006, the commercial for Nationwide aired again during the Super Bowl and was the most viewed commercial for the contest, garnering over 1 million views within 2 weeks. Other endorsements, of course, include American Cancer Society, something close to his heart, Wix Furniture, Ames Hardware, and Old Spice. Old Spice, on July 26, 2011, they launched a campaign on YouTube in which Lanzoni challenges Isaiah Mustafa to try to replace him as the new Old Spice guy. The online challenge was entitled Mano a Mano in el Baño, Hand to Hand in the Bathroom. Mustafa emerged as the winner, though Lanzoni's Old Spice YouTube channel received more than 9 million views in a week after his debut, rising to number 4 on YouTube for the week. Now, once a spokesperson for the American Cancer Society, Lanzoni has also spoken for the controversial Brzezinski's Clinic, where his sister was receiving treatment for ovarian cancer. In April 2013, Lanzoni stated in an interview that he is a genius. He definitely, I believe, he has the cure for cancer. You have to let him get his office back and let him do his work. Lanzoni's sister, unfortunately, died in August 2013. Now, in 2003, Lanzoni launched a clothing line at Sam's Club, division of Walmart. The line was casual wear for women. Prior to his clothing line, he wrote a fitness book and created a workout video called Fabio Fitness. In 2008, he launched Healthy Planet Vitamins, a company selling wheat protein, glutamine, and colostrum products. Now, in 2021, word got around that Fabio said he was retired and was finally hoping to marry and have children. Now, he also said in the release he sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber because it believes it reverses aging. Now, filmography, of course, his North American debut was The Exorcist 3, uncredited, 91 Scenes from a Mall in the Hard Way, 92 Debt Becomes Her, 96 Eddie and Spy Hard, 2000 Dude, Where's My Car, 2001 Zoolander and Bubble Boy, 2010 Big Time Christmas, 2011 Hollywood Sex Wars, 2014 Dumbbells, most of these played himself, 2015 Knight of Cups, and of course in a heavy typecasting, he played the Pope in Sharknado 5 Global Swarming in 2017. Now, on television, Acapulco Heat, Roseanne in 93, Bobby's World, Step by Step, The Weird Al Show, The Bold and the Beautiful, and he repeated the role in 03 and 2012, High Chaparral, which is a Swedish TV show in 2003, Yes Dear, Mr. Romance, Beau in the USA, America's Next Top Model, Ned's Declassified School, Survival Guide, Ron Drydick's Fantasy Factor, Big Time Rush, The Sweet Life on Deck, Keith Lemon's World Tour, Cupcake Wars, Ron Drysek's Fantasy Factor, Lemon La Vida Loca, Almost Royal, and of course the infamous Robot Chicken, where he played the voice himself. Music video, I Kissed a Girl in 95, and Miss You in the Sheets, a Trisha Paytas video. Now, I love Fabio. There's no way in the world that I'm ever going to put him down, because as a writer, I appreciate anybody that celebrates paperbacks and good writing. Fabio has taken a very simple concept of a handsome man doing something that the women like and the gay men like, and made money off of. All the power to him. And I've never had a chance to meet Fabio, but if I met Fabio, I'd say thank you for chasing your dreams. He took 1,000th of the talent of a model and made it sky high, because he had the look. You know, like our famous song, "You Got the Look." Whatever the look was needed. And, you know, romance novels were kind of fading away. And when Fabio came around, it was like it gave it a boost, because I know it sounds kind of weird here, ladies and gentlemen, but he was a Wayne Gretzky of romance novels for a while. If Americans know only one thing about hockey, it's Wayne Gretzky. If anybody knows one thing about romance novels, if you go to a person on the street and said, "Tell me something about romance novels," oh, Fabio used to do all the covers. He's that important. As iconic as a sports athlete or movie star is, Fabio was that. And I miss him. I know he's retired. So if Fabio's listening to this, come back and do a Big Brother. Come back and do announcing at bodybuilding events or sporting events or the Olympics. I'd like, because he got a great voice too as well. And the thing is about Fabio, his Q factor is very, very high. He's probably the best person I've never had a chance to interview. And I've interviewed a lot of people. Lou Ferrigno was one of his category. I met him at a celebrity event in Rhode Island a few years ago. Tremendous gentleman. I've met our guy who played Flash Gordon in the movie. I've met Vic Downs, a former Mr. Olympia contender from England. He was a good friend of mine. He was my minister for a while. I met a lot of people in the bodybuilding, or what they call the body entertainment industry. Trish Stratus as well. It's very important. Like, body entertainment is a very underrated game, because you're not selling the sex, you're selling the product, like fitness or whatever. But Fabio has left millions of dollars on the table. He could have took a lot more jobs, but you know what I'm saying. And English is his second language. I know that, so he's had some difficulty. But I think it was Sally Jesse Raphael or Jenny Jones where he showed up. And the only time I saw something similar was when the Monkees showed up on talk shows in the revival tour in the mid-'80s. Fabio would show up, and it was like you didn't even have to ask the people to scream, because he was just that popular. But, you know, I've never heard anything bad about Fabio. I mean, there's been feuds through the years where just kind of made up by the press. But Fabio, again, what a fabulous gentleman, and done a lot in his career, and still does a lot for our business as writers, and all the power should go to him. So that's the story of Fabio. If you like what we're doing here with our podcast channel with remote control and screenshots, looking at TV and movie stars of past, present, and future, let us know what to like, comment, subscribe, or share. It's important to share my podcast, because the more hits we get, the stronger this channel becomes. And I know most people know me as a sports editor and reporter, but I have a fascination with the people that have built the entertainment industry in North America and UK, Ireland, those countries, since the early 1980s. Everything from Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart to the current people that are coming up in what I call the Star Trek and Star Wars universe. Each one deserves a story. But Fabio would be great for like a Star Trek or Star Wars movie. Can you imagine? It'd be tremendous. He doesn't even have to say a line. Just kill him off and said, "They killed off Fabio." Some people who don't like him might sell more tickets. I don't think many people dislike him, though. So that's the story. Again, the story of Fabio. Thanks for listening, and happy hot weekend in the Maritimes. Bye.